Hey guys, this is Allison, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Revenge series finale. So I have been watching Revenge since my sophomore year of college, which is a long time, and I love this show. Originally when I saw Revenge, I was a little leery about it just because, vengeance is mine, that's just the Lord, and I don't really feel like you should get revenge because that's the Lord's doing, and he's going to work it out. But then I kind of came around and realized it's fictional and it's fine. So I fell in love with this show. This show is it's so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. There's been so many, jaw-dropping moments that I've just been, in shock. So you never know what's going to happen. So watching how it was the series finale was definitely bittersweet. It was sad just because, I feel like it needed to end just because they wrapped up all the loose ends, with Emily revealing herself as Amanda Clark and her dad coming back, being free of his charges. I feel like it was kind of time for it to end, but I was sad to see it go. Okay, so, I don't have cable right now, so I've been watching it, on Hulu, but it's just been such a wonderful finale. We basically start off where Emily is still in jail for the murder of Victoria Grayson, and so she's trying to piece together what happened, and then we saw that Ben got killed by Victoria's psycho keeper, which is just crazy. I was like, what? I wasn't a huge Ben fan. He really annoyed me, but he did care about Emily, even though he had his job as number one priority. But he did care about Emily. So seeing him die was definitely sad. So basically Emily is trying to figure out who framed her, how is Victoria still alive, and why would she frame her. And so we just get to see the build-up, and it gets more and more suspenseful, and it's just great because you see her and Nolan working together, and, she confronts Nolan, and Jack's there, and yes, we got some awesome Jack and Emily moments. It was so sweet, and how he asked her, did you really come to the airport and run after the plane, run after me, which was yay. Originally, I was a huge Daniel and Emily shipper. I still like them together, but obviously, Daniel dying to save Emily's life was a huge character arc, and I loved how he got his redemption. So seeing her and Jack finally together just made me really happy because they belong together, and they support each other, and they understand each other. They're childhood sweethearts, which is so cool to see. So I loved just the series finale was just crazy. There was so much action and just them fighting, and one of my favorite scenes was the confrontation between Emily and Margot in the jail. That was just awesome, because Margot's a douche, and she needed to be slapped 10 times. And so I was just like, Margot, just stop being an idiot and tell Emily what's going on. So I was glad she finally did. Someone who really redeemed themselves was Louise. Louise was Nolan's ex-wife. I don't know. I feel like Louise was cool, but she had her own issues, and she was too trusting of people. So to see her finally come to the truth about Victoria through the eyes of Charlotte Grayson, which is a really big deal for me because I feel like she was a great character, but she was just really naive, and I don't know why you would ever believe anything that Victoria Grayson said, considering the history that she's completed. I loved how we got to see more of Charlotte. She finally came back and kind of set Louise straight to say, no, this is what my mom is really like. She's not a kind and caring person. She's manipulative and only cares about herself. I just thought it was really cool, to see the whole arc and how Emily was figuring out how Victoria framed her, and just the extreme lengths that she went to frame Emily, which is crazy. It definitely was sad to see her dad die. I kind of figured he was going to die because the episodes had 2 graves. Somebody had to die. So obviously Ben, and then her dad. It was sad just because they finally got time together, and then he had to get cancer. Ugh, that was depressing. But phenomenal acting by James Tupper and Emily Van Camp. Just knocked it out of the park. I felt their relationship. It was just awesome. It was a wonderful father-daughter relationship, and I loved how they finally were able to reunite, and rest in peace, David. One thing that I really loved was towards the end was, Emily and her dad were squaring off against Victoria, and just the whole exchange between Emily and Victoria, where, Victoria's like, are you ready? And Emily's like, more than you know. Just because Victoria has put her and her family through so much pain for so many years, ever since Emily was a little girl, weaving her way into David's heart and just totally destroying her family. It was just really cool to see that confrontation. I honestly thought Emily was going to shoot Victoria. I was shocked when she didn't. I was like, whoa, but I was happy she didn't because Emily did not need to carry around that burden and that guilt. So to see David come to the rescue, shoot Victoria, like, yes, go dad. And then the very end when they're hugging, I'm like, yay, father-daughter bonding. And then Victoria shoots Emily. I literally was laying on my bed and I was like, I was so shocked. I was like, holy crud, why? I honestly thought Emily was going to die. I was like, she's going to be the second person for the 2 graves. She's going to die. They're going to pull, spoiler alert for Allegiant. Spoiler alert. I felt like the director was going to pull a Veronica Roth spoiler over. I just thought it was just crazy because I was like, no, Emily does not need to die. I'm still not over what happened in Allegiant. The feels. So I was really glad that she was saved, and I thought it was a really unique twist how Charlotte, helped out Emily in the end and gave her mom's heart. Definitely, Emily. It's not that she doesn't know. She probably would tear that heart out of her, body if she knew it was Victoria's heart. I thought it was cool how she was saved in the end. I loved how Nolan, he just was really honest with Emily, and he said, I don't know what my life is going to be like without revenging, because that was like their thing, that was their activity, that was their life that they did together. I loved all the Emily and Nolan moments. I loved their friendship, and I'm really glad that Nolan got another case to work on. The ending was just so great. It was so happy to see finally Jack and Emily getting married. I was really happy we got that happy ending because Emily deserved something happy to happen to her. She did. She went through so much stuff, so many trials and tribulations, and I was so happy to see her happy in the end. So something else that I was really happy about was during the wedding reception. I thought it was really cool how they paid homage to everyone who they left behind, like Declan. I still really miss him. I was sad when they killed him off. I thought it was really cool how they mentioned her, her Emily's dad and the other Amanda, the fake Amanda, and then I thought it was so cool how Emily gave Jack a puppy, which was like, yay, the new Sammy. I'm sorry, that dog death was a little much. It was rough. I just thought it was a wonderful ending just to see them sailing off on the boat that her dad restored for them. I just thought it was a wonderful, bittersweet ending to this wonderful series that I fell in love with. So if you have not seen Revenge, it is a wonderful show. It constantly keeps you guessing. It's not predictable at all. You never know what's going to happen. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much to the cast and crew for such an amazing, amazing show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.